happily married woman. Or rather, I was until a few weeks ago. This is my whole world. And it's enough. Or rather, it was until a few weeks ago.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, please, it's only something in my eye.
Try pulling your eyelid down as far as it'll go.
And then blowing your nose.
Please let me look. I happen to be a doctor.
Oh, it's very kind of you.
Oh, turn around the light, please.
That's how it all began. Just through me getting a little piece of grit in my eye.
Are you going to pictures this afternoon?
Yes.
How extraordinary, so am I.
I thought you had to be all day at the hospital.
Well, between ourselves, I killed 2 patients by accident this morning, and the matron is very displeased with me. I simply daren't go back.
What's she like, your wife?
Madeline? Small, dark, rather delicate.
How funny, I just thought she would have been fair.
And your husband, what's he like?
Medium height, brown hair, kindly, unemotional, and not delicate at all. We're neither of us free to love each other. There's too much in the way. There's still time. If we control ourselves and behave like sensible human beings, there's still time. I'm an ordinary woman. I didn't think such violent things could happen to ordinary people.
Give us a kiss.
I'll do no such thing. The lady might see us.
Come on, a quick one across the bar.
Albert, stop it.
Come on, there's a love.
Let go of me this minute.
There's a-
Albert! Now look at me banburies all over the floor.
I want you to promise me something.
What is it?
Promise me that however unhappy you are, and however much you think things over, that you'll meet me again next Thursday.
Where?
Outside the hospital at 12:30.
All right, I promise.
I wonder whether you put great store on your reviews.
It depends what publications they're in, I suppose.
Yeah. But say, for instance, you've had extremely good comments made by Graham Greene. I mean, I imagine that he might be somebody that you'd admire. Would that make a difference to you?
Yes, it sort of picks me up, yes.
Yes.
And I like reviews that are rather bad.
Like whatever they had to do, Holmes. The niggas was on the real flip mode, Holmes. They was coming out like a motherfucker. The nigga was amped. He was like, come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Yeah. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Release the brainstorm to make your motherfucking brain warm. A strange form, something kind of lyrical. Biggie the bastard, so that's kind of spiritual. Well, in God we trust, guns I bust, got that disgusting suicide thumping. And do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that I bring? I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8, 38s, 9, 9s, 10 Mac 10s. The shits never end. You can't touch my riches. Even if you had MC Hammer and them 357 bitches. Biggie Smalls, the millionaire, the mansion, the yacht, the 2 weed spots, the 2 hot clocks. That's how I got the weed spot. I shot Tread in the head, took the bread and the lamb spread. Little Gotti got the shotty to your body, so don't resist or you might miss Christmas. I tote guns, I make number runs, I give MCs the runs dripping. When I throw my clip in the AK, I slay from far away. Everybody hit the D-E-C-K. My slow flow's remarkable. Peace to Mateo, now we smoke weed like Tony Montana slipped the yayo. That's crazy blunts, mad L's. My voice excels from the avenue to jail cell. Oh my God, I'm dropping shit like a pigeon. I hope you're listening, smacking babies as they glistening. So you better grab your pistol, cause if you sit still, I'm gonna make your fucking shit spill. And I'm talking about buckets, why did I have to do it? So that said, fuck it, you got a gun, nigga, bust it. Cause I got more shots to pop ya, big mama, breaking your own something proper. Sounding off is the hardcore rap singer, aka crack slinger, bring it anytime. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Kate Blanchett used a press conference at the Cannes Film Festival to deny she has had affairs with women. The actress, who attended the event for her role in the latest Todd Haynes film, Carol, contradicted claims that appeared in Variety magazine.
From memory, the conversation ran, have you had relationships with women? And I said, yes, many times. If you mean I've had sexual relationships with women, the answer is no. But that obviously didn't make it to print.
Is it some fear, do you think? I mean, I've heard other writers say this, because they say they seem as if they get lost in the publicity. I mean, you know, that there's some of that fear in dislike
Well,
of
first comes
books.
boredom for the writer, and then a kind of embarrassment. One begins to feel it's vulgar. And then, yes, one becomes lost in a way. One doesn't exist anymore. You're just like some kind of object.
How much say have you had or have you had any, in the films that have been made of your books?
I never tried for any, but I could do better on that. It's a matter of my asking to see the script, and then I'm not sure how much luck I would have if I said change something, because in these contracts they say we promise to stick as closely as we can to the original, you know. But when you come down to it, there's nothing legally you can hang on to. And I was very annoyed with the script of The American Friend, which came out recently in Germany. But I was reading the script at home, and they changed a bit from Ripley's Game, and they made it to do with the mafia porn cinema films. You know, I can't think of anything more disgusting. So I was very alarmed about that, and I wrote Wim Wenders, whom I now like, by the way. He's very full of talent. And then the second script was quite different. I mean, that was very much taken out. It has a little bit in it, but I mean, not like the opening scene, which really shocked me.
I wonder, you see, because I mean, like Strangers on the Train, for instance, they put the chap as a tennis star, didn't they, suddenly? Well, it's not in your book at all, is it?
No.
I mean, does it not concern you that they take over and add to the thing that you've written very clearly yourself?
The tennis scene didn't bother me so much as the fact that they had to cut out the second murder because they couldn't find a writer to make it convincing. Chandler was fed up with it, and so, and then they put another woman onto it. But they couldn't do it with the second murder because one had to show the inside pressure on us, the internal pressure on this young man.
What other kind of affinity brings these girls together in a famous Paris nightclub? What are the deep-rooted emotions that remove them completely from the company of man, yet at the same time cause them to emulate the masculine appearance, with such pathetic results? Even though these emotions are covered up by a blasé attitude, one is still aware of their underlying sadness.
See how I don't let them ahead of me, okay? Because I have the right of way here. I'm Bruce Gilden, photographer. Born in 1946 in Brooklyn. That's where I acquired my famous accent, or infamous accent, which I can't stand. When I was growing up in Brooklyn, looking out my second-story window as a child at the vigorous activity in the street, I was hooked. One second, out of the way. I see in black and white. I generally walk on the west side of the street. I don't know why. I just do. I feel more comfortable. I walk at generally a fast pace, though my pace is slowing down. I'm 61. And I work so close that sometimes when people think I'm not photographing them, when I'm photographing them, they look behind them. The viewer will always feel like he's a participant because I work so close. The viewer gets the feeling that he's in the middle of the action. I use flash a lot because flash helps me visualize my feelings of the city. The energy, the stress, the anxiety, that you find here. What I see is, and the viewer should see, is that a lot of people walking in the city are like lost in thought. They're not paying attention. They're thinking about this, they're thinking about these two guys are good. It's perfect. I want the chill, but not smiling. No smiles. No, walk. That's good. No, I forgot what I was saying. I was looking.
My question is about.
I don't care about the question.
I know you don't care about the question.
I wrote that if you can smell the street by looking at the photo, it's a street photograph. You feel like you're really there. I look for characters, things that make an impression on me. Character is someone that's not the average-looking person. I mean, they could have. I'll show you. You know what I mean? All these people that I photographed, they're like my friends, even if I don't know them, because I'm drawn to them somehow. And that I can't fake. I have no ethics. I mean, I know anyone who gives you this ethics, I mean, come on, give me a break. Most of the journalists I met, they got huge egos. Yeah. They walk where, supposedly danger is, but I think this is more dangerous. Because, I've been in Haiti in tough times, and, of course, you may get killed, but no one really gives a what you photograph generally. Here, people do care. This is like a war zone. What is he not here? I'm taking a picture. I didn't know you owned the street. Not here, he's telling me. I've been photographing in Manhattan since 1981, and it's changed a lot. It's more similar, more the same. Everyone's wearing the same clothes, everyone looks the same. I mean, when I was on 42nd Street years ago, it was a crazy place, okay? And now it's like Disney World. I haven't changed what the place has. I know it wasn't good.
She smiled.
That's even worse. I have a friend of mine who always tells me when we go out on the street, he says, Bruce, when I'm not with you, I hardly ever see any characters. But whenever I go out with you, I see so many characters. You're like a magnet for them.
Come on, kid.
Ho, ho, ho!
Come on.
Come on up, come on up there. Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho! Then what's your name, little boy?
Hey, kid, hurry up. The store's closing.
Come on. Listen, little boy, we've got a lot of people waiting here, so get going.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
My mind had gone blank. Frantically, I tried to remember what it was I wanted. I was blowing it.
Come on, kid. How about a nice football?
Football? What's a football? Without conscious will, my voice squeaked out.
Football. Okay, get him out of here.
A football? Oh, no! What was I doing? Wake up, stupid! Wake up! No!
No, I want an official red undercover knife to do it and my leg rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
You've never wanted a family, or you never wanted
No.
to be married?
No, I don't like other people around me. I like to walk around the house quietly. I like to daydream, and I don't like the level on which one has to talk with somebody else in the house. It's like saying, "Are you hungry?" or something, and I don't want that because I'm not working if I'm like that. But if I'm in the house alone, then everything gets solved.
But of course, for a lot of people, being on their own wouldn't solve anything because they panic, don't they? I mean,
yes, most people. Well, I think it's because most people, thank goodness, they've had a happy family life, or they're used to having people around them that they like, starting with their family. But I think my family life was such a mess, it probably put a stop to that. I mean,
in what way was it a mess? I mean, was it a cruel family life?
No, my mother and stepfather were constantly quarreling, and I never knew where I was. I mean, whether there's a divorce brewing, and I had to change schools because my mother would get a whim to move somewhere else in Manhattan, and so the school would throw me back sometimes 6 months, and then there was a big separation when I was 12 years old, another big one when I was 16, another when I was 19, in which case I didn't care anymore. But it's not the sort of thing to give one confidence in marriage, I would say.
But then, do you think that this has given you anything very difficult to overcome in yourself?
No, no, as long as one is happy, and I feel reasonably happy. I think it's pretty stupid to be extremely happy, but I'm happy enough, I think.
Why is it extremely stupid to be really happy? You worry me. That's what I'm often saying I am.
Because the world is not exactly perfect.
But you aren't frightened of things yourself, then, by the sound of you. You sound as if you've somehow acclimatized yourself to what your life is.
Yes, I don't think I don't think I lead such a bad life or unhappy life.
No, I'm sorry, that may be what I didn't mean to infer that. I suppose it is that people think that if you've got a family, you're surrounded by some sort of comfort and love, and you manage very well, thank you very much, without it. And I'm
That's
intrigued.
right. Yeah. Well, I see. Well, you know, they say most murders take place within the family. You mustn't forget that. In these terrible situations that people cannot escape from. So just imagine being stuck with that.
Have like very special nicknames for you.
Like, is this decent? It's not going to be.
They call you the expert of making girls flip out.
Making girls flip out?
Yes, go crazy for you. They would go gay for you.
Would they?
Yes.
A whole nation would go gay for me.
You know, you have such a gaze, a signature. The crew is cracking up here.
I have a whole lot of gaze?
The signature Disney villain gaze. I want to know, how do you do that Disney villain gaze? Teach us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Disney villain gaze. As in the gay Disney villains. Sorry, this is an accent dysfunction. Oh, you mean the gays, not the gays. I didn't know. Well, bloody Tremaine, maybe if she was gay, maybe she would have been happier. About the undergarments, because the thing with you try a period bra on, and it's like Madonna boobs, and so you think you've got to be, you know, you're very aware that in close up you don't want the breasts to enter the light, breasts to enter the light before you do. So yes, my little lady.
And I'm on rehab, cause I like my gay addiction. And it's still true today. And if this ain't a choice, it's the best choice I never made.
Well, you tell me, honey. Someone's quoting you right back. What? Well, you tell me, honey. Now we know the secret to never aging CBD oil. You're a lesbian? You're apparently.
Could that have been louder? Yeah, wow. Sorry to objectify you, but that's
all right.
Amazing. I'll look at your label afterwards.
I swear to God, this bitch.
Go to that voice. I don't know, because that's sexy? Not at all. Oh, okay, it's not sexy. Apparently.
No. Steve Stanley doesn't find me sexy.
Not
you don't
with-
find me sexy?
Debbie's been inside for a long time, and
Inside jail.
Inside, not inside me.
You just
Yeah,
assumed-
I didn't even go there. You brought it down to that level. Level.
We're gonna break up.
Yeah, we're broken up.
That's it.
It's over.
Done.
If there was a sequel, would you like the idea of that relationship being explored?
If it helped, if it was done, if it was right for the plot, if it was something organic.
Depends on what you're wearing.
Really, you're
For
gonna
me.
judge me by my clothes?
Totally.
Wow.
I'm shallow.
Stop putting chemicals in the air that make the snow gay! Ah! The snow's gay! Stop it! The snow's gay! They're controlling it! Bill Gates is making the snow gay!